go the fuck home and reevaluate your priorities. Maybe come back and do this same shit next year when you've grown a pair of fucking balls and you want to challenge the actual problems in your life. How about that? All right, let's get into it for real. So, Canadian truckers. Can't live with them, can't live without them, right? There's a non-zero number of Canadian truckers, and that's about the best I can say about it, who are against a vaccine mandate, right? That's what they're protesting against, right? Maybe I should have looked this up before I started. Let's take a look. What to know? Will New York Times let me read their article today? Yes, they will. Okay, since early February, truck drivers protesting vaccine mandates have been parking their rigs in the middle of intersections in Canadian cities, blocking traffic, and in some places, bringing daily life and business to a standstill. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau on February 14th took the rare step of declaring a national public order emergency aimed at stopping the protests. Mr. Trudeau's move to formally declare the emergency by invoking the Emergencies Act was the first time the Canadian government has taken such action in half a century and his most aggressive response since the crisis began. Here's what you need to know, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Initially dismissed the protesters as a small fringe minority. About 90% of all truckers are vaccinated, and a majority of Canadians say they support public health measures. They blocked traffic in Ottawa. The truck drivers later staged similar protests in other cities. The protesters hunkered down in their trucks as well as tent encampments and tables with hot coffee and mittens. That's why I'm wearing the trucker hat today, by the way. We stand our truckers. What's the impact of the protests? The goal is to disrupt daily activities for residents and slow the economy in order to force federal officials to roll back pandemic restrictions. Protesters blockaded the Ambassador Bridge for almost a week. Automakers were forced to run plants at a reduced capacity and cancel shifts because of delays created by blockades. Officials were able to reopen the bridge, which normally carries $300 million worth of goods a day, after getting a court order. Any sense of accomplishment by law enforcement was offset by the tenaciousness of the demonstrations in Ottawa. The city's What's crazy to me is that they're economic terrorists. What's crazy to me is that they're doing effective protesting with only 10% of the truckers, and I'm just like, if only they were doing it for a good cause, you know? Like, if only their demands were actually good and things that would benefit us and not directly harm us, actually, this would be awesome. But no, they're just mad because they want to be plague rats, right? Protest organizers raised 10 million Canadian dollars, 7.8 million US dollars through GoFundMe for the Freedom Convoy cause, though only a small fraction of that has been dispersed. So fundraising then moved to the Give, Send, Go. Oh, wait. I missed a crucial part. The company shut down the campaign and said it would refund the rest of the money to donors citing violence and other unlawful activity. I mean, I don't know if there was violence. Was there? Were they hurting people? Can the government clear the protesters? The National Public Order Emergency formally bans the blockades in designated areas like border crossings in the city of Ottawa. I find this to be very scary because if they're implementing these policies now, then they could feasibly implement these policies against any blockade of any kind if it is economically damaging enough. And I don't like that. So I don't like these mandates. I just want to be clear about that, but we'll get to that in a second. So basically, you understand what's going on at this point. Small minority of Canadian truckers are causing a big stir because they don't want the Fauci ouchie, right? Dan Crenshaw had this to say. Quick note to Canadian truckers being fired and now targeted as terrorists by your woke government. The USA has a trucker shortage and a work visa program. Here's the link. All right. So Dan Crenshaw is telling them to come over to the US, but I'm fairly certain that truckers who come over to the US would still have to be vaccinated. According to Sock Darling, if you intend to stay in the United States for 60 days or longer, you must become fully vaccinated against COVID-19 within 60 days of arriving in the United States or as soon as medically appropriate, unless you have a medical contraindication or are too young to be vaccinated. So in this case, the truckers coming over here really would not benefit at all. They'd still have to get vaccinated, right? After 60 days at least. So maybe you could have 60 solid days of working as a trucker here, but then after that, you got to get vaccinated, man. Or else we're shipping your ass back. Truckers mostly work alone. Wouldn't their transmission rates be lower? I don't know. That's a good question. Not sure. Let's look at some comments. Really, I have no idea what you're talking about. Over 80% of truckers are vaccinated along with Canadians. That's true. If that's the case, why has the Canadian government declared a state of emergency? Don't act like it's not. They declared a state of emergency because, as they're showing, it does not take that many people to cause this kind of problem for their economy. That's why they're declaring a state of emergency, not because of lack of vaccines. Why does the US have 3 times death per capita from COVID compared to China? What a great question. How deaths are counted aren't consistent. With COVID is how it's done here. From COVID is how it's done elsewhere. Comorbidities are the key driver. Fat equals comorbid equals more susceptible to COVID. Hope this helps. Dude, fuck you this guy. Fuck this guy. You understand that 60% of US adults could be considered fat, right? Also, we're underestimating the COVID deaths, if anything, according to top scientific organizations. But I guess you're smarter than that. Yeah, I fucking hate this shit. This shit pisses me off.
If you were in a fucking car accident and you had COVID, they'll say it's a COVID.
Fuck you, dude. That's not true! That's not true! I'm gonna say it till I'm blue in the fucking face, man. 60% of the population, it sounds like acceptable losses to me, brother. You're fucking one of them, brother, right? Like, the people saying this, Robert Sinek probably is one of them. I don't know if he has any selfies to show, but like all these people, underlying conditions, this guy even said it, underlying condition equals fat. Comorbidity equals fat. It's like, yeah, guess how common it is to be fat? Or if you have asthma, or if you have genetic deformities, or really anything. Like there's so many health complications that go on in the US that could contribute to deaths. In a world of sheep, I am the wolf. That's right. All right, as tempting as it is to click this, I'm going to stay on topic. Anyway, so that's Dan Crenshaw for you. All right, I want to hear it from the mouths themselves. I want to hear it from these guys. Let's see what's going on.
What's up, guys? I'm just cruising in Little Sask here as usual.
That's right, buddy.
But just heard Trudeau. Yep, they're giving them bigger guns. The problem has not been that they don't have the tools, Justin. The problem has been that they don't want to wield evil tools because they are actually here. They're not in the ivory tower with you as you push around your fictional armies on the board where I have the power to do this, I have the power to declare them. The media has helped me declare them with the help of my photographer to brand them as Nazis and the help of lunatic Mayor Watson to say that it's a violent occupation and then the hystericalized public of Ottawa.
I mean, a lot of them literally are Nazis, right? He seems well.
Can call in saying, oh my God, they're beeping their horns. My eardrums all explode every night in terror. That doesn't happen. All we've done is lower crime here, but the demonization campaign continues. The fact is, no one's been listening, Trudeau. The tools are not the problem. The problem is that
an entire stream of just molding at idiots on Twitter? Oh no, dude. I think just having a stream of me molding at people would not be good for my mental health.
Patriots become cops. Patriots become RCMP. Patriots become OPP and Ottawa Police and Durham Police and Peel Police. And all the people you hope to carry out this, guess who's here? Their mothers, their families. You think they all want to wear masks their whole life?
Ooh, their mothers are there? You say your mom's there? Oh. Maybe I'm not so against these protests. Odd.
With no metric except you sitting there going, don't worry, it'll all be over once 100% of us are vaccinated with something that our top doctors can't even endorse anymore, and they can't say anything, so I can't even use medical advice to tell you to get this vaccine. Just the fact that I'm a tyrant going to grant you freedom when I get 100%.
Anti-vax mommy gonna give me COVID. Yay! Milky's and COVID.
We know it's about the digital ID, Justin. We're not idiots like you. I know you live in your bubble, your ivory tower up there in Parliament, and we know that there's foreign interests that forbid you from ever doing your will. We don't care. We don't care who you agree with or how long this takes. We're here forever. And
I want to see something. Canadian trucker average salary. 49,000, 25.50 per hour. Not terrible. Entry-level positions start at 34,000 a year. So why? They could literally be protesting for higher wages, especially for entry-level, and better work hours. Average work week. How many hours can we drive your truck in Canada? 13 hours of consecutive driving time in a 16-hour work shift? What the fuck? Oh my God. Dude, they could literally be protesting anything. Like, are you kidding me? They drive 13 consecutive hours in a 16-hour work shift? That's insane. They deserve fucking more than that. Jesus Christ. And the sad part is, they could be protesting that instead and making a huge difference in that regard, but no, it's gotta be this. God, we live in hell world, dude. I fucking hate it.
The cops know we're peaceful, but they know that there's no crime where truckers are.
This is the real tyranny, right? This is the real tyranny when the government wants you to get vaccinated against a pandemic-causing virus that kills people. That's the tyranny that they're talking about. Thank you for your service, sir.
We're not leaving. It doesn't matter how many tools you give them, how many, oh, it's a double emergency. Next week we're gonna, it'll be a mega emergency. We're gonna use the military next week. The military are patriots too, Dustin. Everywhere you turn, you're just in your ivory tower pushing around those fictional armies that you think are loyal to you. They're not. We're Canadians, dude. What do you see around here? Do you see Nazi flags? No, only your photographer does. And only the media and zombies who won't turn off their CBC TV. We're
Wait, only your photographer does. Wait, if your photographer's seeing Nazi flags, I feel like that's the only people who need to see them to prove they're Nazi flags, no? I feel like that's a logical follow there. Hello, GadyHD, and hello, Jim. I didn't say hi to you yet. And Igloo. Go follow Igloo.
Patriots, they're not following your orders. We're less scared now than ever.
So he
but
is
guys,
very
I
whiny.
will remind you, you do need to get down here. Sitting there, getting comfortable, saying, I'm proud the truckers there. They need your support. Get down here now.
Oh, God. We're here forever, and the cops know we're peaceful. So, the cops know that they're peaceful. The cops aren't... Wait. I have to know something. Canadian trucker protest cops. Oh, my God, no. Ottawa police chief resigns after Trudeau declares national emergency to end protests. Oh no. Oh no. The police are literally quitting because they're being told to stop the truckers, and they're literally all like on the side of the truckers. That's beautiful, dude. What delicious karma. Okay, that's what you get, you fucking state bastards. This is what happens in a system that teaches you to mistrust the system, right? That teaches you to mistrust the people who are tasked with taking care of you and making sure that you don't get things like a deadly pandemic virus. This is what happens. Yeah, anti-intellectualism wins again. They shot themselves in the foot, okay? That's all this is. This is capitalism shooting itself in both feet and hands and dick and balls, okay? That's what this is. So in a way, I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. We deserve it. We deserve it.
You get what you fucking deserve!
And then there's the other side of it. Kudos to the Canadian government for invoking emergency powers to stop the trucker protest. Clap, fist. I can think of no greater emergency than when working class people won't do what they're told. Oh, wait, never mind. I initially read this as a left-leaning post. Never mind. But there are people who like literally are in favor of the power that the government's taking to stop this, the steps they're taking. That's kind of why Vosh is trending right now. Let's see. Yeah, Canadian Twitter right now. Misa proposed that the Senate give immediately emergency powers to the Supreme Chancellor. Oh, that's good. I mean, it's true. There are liberals that are cooming at the mouth over this, right? They just love this shit. They're like, oh, they're like soy jacking. Oh, they're getting them. They're getting those bigots, those nasty people. Oh, which it's like they're doing protests. From what I've seen, it's not a violent manner that they're protesting in. They're blocking shit up. You know, they're having an effect on the economy, but it's all for a stupid cause, right? But from what I've seen, it's protesting, right?
Just a little bit of COVID as a treat.
So like, yeah, I'm with Vosh on this. I would be scared of the government having that kind of power to shut these things down. It's like, where does that end, right? If they're going to say, well, no, you can't fuck with our economy, we're going to use like military power and send you all home, then, you know, where do you end with that? Like, that's not going to help anything. So I don't know. Yielding that kind of power to the authorities is not something that I want. I'm not going to spend too long on that. We have to get to our main boy, Jordan Peterson. Look at the first comment. Oh, hold on. Yeah, let's just let the reactionaries continue to block the border and keep Ottawa residents from sleeping for another 3 weeks. Great take, fat bozo. Oh, man. Yeah, calling him fat is really going to do a lot, right? So do you think emergency powers just shouldn't exist at all? Yeah, that's what he said, right? That's exactly what Vosh said. Emergency powers just shouldn't exist. No, Vosh, that is literally Vosh's take. Good job. You did it. You fucking did it. They do this shit all the time to my boy Vosh. All the fucking time, okay? I'm not a Vosh simp. I don't consider myself a Vosh simp, and this is coming from somebody who considers himself a Hassan simp, right? I don't kneel at the golden gates of the Vosh pit, right? But I do greatly respect his takes because he sat down and thought through them a lot. And I think that he's right here. I think that ceding this kind of power to government authorities is the wrong thing to do. Like, you may have good consequences from it in the short term, where you're shutting down an anti-vax rally, but in the long term, what are you doing? Like, you're shooting yourself in the foot for future action that you would want to take against the system, you know? And the one where Vosh are like, oh my fucking God. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. They're literally just freezing business accounts. Perish. The government is issuing an order with immediate effect under the Emergencies Act, authorizing Canadian financial institutions to temporarily cease providing financial services where the institution suspects that an account is being used to further the illegal blockades and occupations, he said. This order covers both personal and corporate accounts. This is scary shit, dude. This is scary because they're not even invoking a language where it's like, well, they're not shutting down the protests because of what they're protesting. They're shutting them down because they are protests. Right? They're interrupting economic opportunity. You know, that's why they're shutting it down. That's why they're taking the steps that they're taking and giving them the power to do things like shutting down personal and corporate accounts. This is insane. I'm sorry. This is too much. I don't know what the answer is. All I can do is drill it into you guys' skulls that this is a direct result of raising a whole generation of people who are taught not to trust the system that is built to protect them, right? That's built to give them autonomy. And there you go.
All right, let's get to Jordan B. Peterson and the Dragon of Chaos. Let's see his message to the truckers.
I've been asked to say a few words to the truckers in Ottawa. And so I've given that some careful consideration. All you protesters, you've accomplished an awful lot already. You know, the Conservative leadership has crumbled and Aaron O'Toole has been replaced by someone who is giving a fair bit of voice to your concerns. You now have a voice in the House of Commons. All the people you represent have a voice in the House of Commons.
Mm-hmm.
You have 4 provinces that have moved quite precipitously in the direction that the protest was hoping for, starting to lift mask mandates on something approximating.
Oh, good. Lifting mask mandates. That's good. We are unmasking the Dragon of Chaos.
Might be expected under the circumstances. You're now faced with a difficult choice.
They have become the lobsters.
What are your criteria for satisfaction? You need to determine that, and so that you can negotiate with the necessary people. You're also faced with a danger at the moment now, which is that as the political process bends in the direction that you've insisted upon, so rightly, in my estimation, more and more of you who are...
I have done the calculations, and by my estimation, this is good and correct. They are doing good things.
...reasonable are going to pack up and leave or decide that this is done sometime over the next week or so, or a couple of weeks. That's obviously up to you. But there'll be a remnant that's much more committed in some sense to more extreme goals, and that's going to be something very difficult to manage. I'd like to commend all of you for your diligence.
Wait, more extreme goals like what? Hold on, let me run that back.
Much more committed in some sense to more extreme goals, and that's...
Wait, that's a little ominous. What do you mean, Jordan? More extreme goals. We are going to unleash the virus once more. More variants. And let people run around without any precautions.
This is the more extreme goal.
I'd like to commend all of you for your diligence and
let evolution take place. Let the Dragon of Chaos reign supreme. The weak will die, and the strong will survive and reproduce.
Accomplishing what you have accomplished under trying conditions, and also for keeping your heads in a way that's actually been a model for the entire world. You know, the fact that you've been able to remain peaceful, you haven't taken the bait, you haven't responded with violence to quite remarkable denigration and provocation.
I do think there were literal Nazi groups at these protests, right? Like people who were just out and out Nazis. I have to know. Hold on. Canadian trucker Nazis. Let's take a look. Freedom, freedom, mandate freedom, blah, blah, blah. Thank you, truckers. What's funny is they don't even represent the majority of truckers. Or people, for that matter. They really don't. You know, like, the majority of people are fine with the fucking mandates. I'm sorry. That's just the straight and simple truth. Oh, look, there's a Confederate flag. That's cool. Or no, that's not Confederate. Sorry, there's a Confederate flag. We the Fringe? I don't know if this is from the trucker protest. No, it is. There's a fucking truck on it. Never mind. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. From what I've seen, I don't think that they've been super aggressive yet. So, I gotta give them credit for that. From what I've seen. I could be wrong.
A sign of tremendous discipline and care. It's going to get more difficult to maintain as this goes along. So I hope that you're all in this position to allow a sufficient victory to be sufficient, to move forward without rancor, to be grateful for the effect that you've already had and the support that you've received, and to move forward to a normative peace and the reestablishment of our...
So wait, is he telling them to stop? Let me run it back a little bit.
Allow a sufficient victory to be sufficient, to move forward without rancor, to be grateful for the effect that you've already had and the support that you've received, and to move forward to a normative peace. And
yeah, it kind of seems like he's telling him to stop. Also, POV, you sit on daddy's lap and he serenades you with his soothing voice and talks about lobsters. I'm going to keep using the word lobsters. I don't have any other jokes. There's lobsters and chaos dragons.
Country's economy and our psychological and social well-being. So that's pretty much all I have to say at this point.
What's up, Kevin? And that's all I have to say about that. I'm starting to turn into like a North Dakotan version of Jordan P. Peterson. Go follow the Kevin FM if you're not already. Jelly Butter Peanutson approves this message. Yeah. Canadian nationalism is so fucking weird, like nationalist about what? At least US Americans got an evil world-spanning empire to simp for, so it kind of makes sense, but they got a country-sized ice of hockey rink built on stolen land. True. That's very true. At least the US, man. Look, this is the Virgin Canada versus the Chad US. Imagine being proud of your Leaf flag and your ice rinks, I guess. Like, we may be evil, but at least we have, you know, shit that we've accomplished, right? What have the Canadians done? They make maple syrup. Like, you literally make syrup, which is useless without our pancakes. You know that, right? Or at the very least, Belgian waffles. Someone done fan art of a lobster dragon? I don't know. It's a good question. Whoa. Yo, that's sick. Hold on. That's pretty sick. Lobster dragons. This is my spirit animal. Look at it in all its glory and beauty. This is my deviant art profile picture. All right, that's not it though. The truckers responded, I think. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I think this is a trucker response. I think he's talking to one of them. So let's take a look.
I'm here today with Mr. Benjamin Dichter, who's the owner-operator of his own rig and integrally involved with the organization and ongoing activities of the Truckers Convoy in Ottawa. And so Mr. Dichter has something to read to us today, which outlines what the truckers have accomplished and wanted to accomplish and hope to still accomplish. And I thought this would be a really good way of informing everyone in as direct a manner as possible of what the aims of this protest movement, what are the aims of this protest movement. So, Mr. Dichter, thank you for being willing to talk to me, and I'll let you say anything you want and also to take it from here.
Okay, thank you, Jordan. And so we just prepared a statement that can really solidify some of the basics so nobody's confused. So I'm going to read exactly what our statement is. The Freedom Convoy is a peaceful and loving demonstration based on the principles of unity and respect for all Canadians.
Okay.
We have come to Ottawa with two very simple demands. One, the government end all COVID mandates. And two, the federal government remove its digital COVID tracking app called ArriveCan as a requirement to re-enter Canada.
That's such pussy shit, man. Imagine what else you could demand. With 10% of fucking truckers, they've managed to shut down so much of the economy that they're declaring a national emergency. I just hate this shit, man. Come on. Demand higher wages. Demand more rights as workers. Like, this is not it, man. You're literally demanding that they let this virus just spread. They're literally team COVID. They're team COVID, and it pisses me off to no end. I'm so frustrated. They're so fucking close. They're that close, man. Just go the right direction for once in your fucking lives, man. Oh, do you know how much better your life could be if you would just take this the correct direction? One that makes sense. I'm so pissed off.
We have not anticipated the thirst for freedom in all Canadians after 2 long years of restrictions and harsh lockdowns, which in the midst of in the minds of sensible Canadians are not in the spirit of the Charter of Rights and Freedoms and our esteemed Constitution.
I wonder what he thinks about 80% of truckers being vaccinated in Canada. I really would like to hear him speak on that.
The supporters of our convoy have come from all walks of life and have been a source of unification for Canadians from across all provinces and cultures. We are not a group interested in identity politics or racial divisions.
Oh, good.
We are, in fact, open to
I was worried about that.
Who want to share.
Why do you have to bring up race at all, by the way? Like, I don't understand. Like, you could have gone this entire speech without invoking race at all. But no, you felt the need to be like,
We're not racist. Look,
like, it's not even about race at all, right? It's about, look, we have 2 very simple demands. We want to end the COVID vaccines and we want to let the virus run rampant. Those are our demands, right? And instead of like staying on that track, you're like, we're not racist, by the way. By the way, just letting everybody know we're definitely not racist. We are not racist, brother. I can tell you that 100% for a fact. Nor do we beat our wives. You know? Now, I know nobody brought that up, but I just felt like saying we do not beat our wives or our children for that matter. And if anybody were to say so, which they have not yet, but if they were to say so, they would be in fact wrong about probably the majority of us if I had to guess. Anyway.
Their love and help with the revival of the Canadian identity. The Freedom Convoy leadership spans the country and comes from various Indigenous, rural, and urban communities, all who have an ambition for unification and freedom.
So if this isn't about identity politics, why do you keep invoking identity politics? I promise we come from indigenous places, we come from urban places, we have black people, white people, brown people, people of all different colors and shapes and sizes, but it's not about identity politics. Okay, dude, it either is or it's not. Like, shut up. I don't care.
Our demands have not changed from day one. End the mandates and end the passports. And we will all go back home to our communities and our businesses and help.
It's not about identity politics. Also, we're not racist. Look at this black guy that we have.
Canada heal from the COVID years. There have been many demands attributed to us that are not our demands, primarily from the legacy media. We do not want to overthrow the government. We do not want to remove any of
Cringe.
our elected officials from power. That's what elections are for.
Cringe.
We do not want to confront. We do not want confrontation.
Dude, soy jack motherfuckers, dude. Soy jack. Dude, you have the country by the fucking balls. Oh my God.
With the good people of law enforcement, within our organization and within our crowds, we have countless first responders and military veterans who are all proud of the Ottawa Police. We do not wish for military action. We want nothing other than for our peaceful and loving demonstrations, as well as our community outreach, to help inspire our fellow Canadians to have a voice and to appreciate the freedoms which we are fortunate enough to have and which many others in the world struggle to achieve. We also would ask that our political class and the legacy media tone down their rhetoric. The era of slander and indiscriminately labeling fellow citizens with pejoratives or as racists needs to come to an end. We need to talk openly and respect one another. But we cannot achieve this if our political class...
Okay, the problem with that is I don't really care about respectability politics if you can't understand the basic fact of the matter, that the vaccine is preventing us from entering another wave of the pandemic, right? Like, the only reason this shit is not 10 times worse than it is now is because the majority of people are vaccinated. The only reason. So, no, I'm not going to talk civilly to somebody who's like openly and outwardly against the vaccine. I'm sorry. You don't deserve my civility. You deserve my scorn, and you deserve all the shame in the world, okay? You're spitting in the face of science. You're no better than the anti-evolution idiots back in the day when they were whining about, my kid's learning that we came from monkeys, Like, you literally sound like those people, but worse because you're killing people. Right? Like, this rhetoric is killing people. And I just don't have any patience left. I really don't. So shut the fuck up, go the fuck home and reevaluate your priorities. Maybe come back and do this same shit next year when you've grown a pair of fucking balls and you want to challenge the actual problems in your life. How about that?
Continues to behave in such an unparliamentary manner, while the legacy media attacks the very people they are supposed to reach. The unifying goal that all Canadians have is we want to a return to a normal life, a free life, no matter where one lies on the political spectrum.
A free life, a life free of vaccines, not free from COVID, mind you, just free from vaccines. That's all.
Time. And the first courageous step would be for the federal government to remove these divisive policies of mandates and data tracking of our citizens, and allow us all to heal together. Peace, love, and unity is the future of the Canadian identity. Let's inspire the world to follow us on this journey of enlightenment. That's all.
Journey of enlightenment. Oh, God, dude. I can't imagine what the Lobster King's going to respond to this with.
All right. Well, so that in a nutshell is what the truckers protest and the leaders of the truckers protest in Ottawa do and don't want. And that's as clear a statement as we're likely to manage and to receive at this point in time. So, Mr. Dichter, thank you very much for your willingness to share that and for your forthrightness with me and with your fellow Canadians.
No, my pleasure. My pleasure.
All right. Well,
Yeah, a life free to spread disease and death. Exactly. Canada, it's been 3 weeks. Should we do something? Yeah, exactly.
we can all pray for peace and stability and sanity to prevail. And
Exactly,
with any
Jim.
luck, we'll get the country on its feet again and get moving forward.
But again, I don't agree with them, sending people away just because, like, it's interrupting the economy, right? I don't know what to do in this circumstance. I don't have a prescription for this. But what I do have is my concern that I've already mentioned, that I don't want to cede that kind of power to a state authority, right? What is this? I'm sorry, I missed it earlier. Stand up to the big guys. That's right. Yeah. My short king. He would be such a king if he would just own it, dude. I fucking swear. Got such a little man complex.
As we all should.
Indeed. Indeed.
1 hour exclusive interview with Ben Dieter? That sounds like the most boring shit I've ever seen. Well, there you go, folks. The truckers have spoken. They've made their demands clear. They will not live under an oppressive regime of vaccine mandates. They will spread that goddamn virus if they goddamn want to. You cannot stop me from giving it to my grandma. Like, it's so frustrating, man. They're unironically doing such a good job of gunking up the works, man. I really, really just wish that they'd be on our side. God fucking damn it, dude. To be clear, though, one of the reasons why they're doing such a good job, why they're able to, is because they're not being stopped at the police level, right? The first line of defense has actually joined their cause. So you wouldn't be able to get police to be on your side if you were actually fighting for rights that are going to improve your well-being. That's the unfortunate truth. Like, if we were to reach this point with a leftist demonstration, we would have to overcome the fact that the police are going to be ostensibly against us, which they've proven over and over again. So in that regard, I guess they're kind of given easy mode, Like, you got all these different modes. The leftists go on fucking master mode, right? The true comrades. And then you got the libs are like on medium mode. And then these guys are like set to goo goo gaga baby mode, where like the police are just literally, like, you literally just skip the first level, right? The first line of defense.